Alright, this is a 14 question tag, I guess you'd call it, on questions of a husband and wife tag for me and Sophia. Go ahead.
Question 1. Where did you meet?
Go ahead.
You answer.
We met on MySpace when I came back from deployment, and I just messaged her, and then we met in person the day after. So.
When was your first date?
That would be our first date.
The day after we met.
The very next day. We talked until morning, and then that evening we had a date. So that was our first date. It was the very next day.
When was your first kiss and was it good?
And that would be the same day. The very same day. We met.
Moved kind of fast.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Did you know they were the one?
I knew that Sophia was the one the first time I saw her on MySpace on the picture that I saw, and yeah, that's how I knew she was the one. And I just saw her, and I knew that I could love her forever.
Aww.
When did you?
Did I know if you were the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were the one. After I heard your voice on the phone. That's the one.
And then the next question is, what was your first impression of him?
My first impression was like creep. No, just kidding. Cute and adorable.
And my first impression, when I first saw her picture, I knew that I could love her forever, and I knew that I thought she was beautiful. And then when I first saw her, it was the same thing. It was like all over again. And
Did you get butterflies?
Yes. When did you meet their best friend? We have a best friend.
Edmund's your best friend?
Yeah.
I met Edmund. I think that's the only friend I've actually met. Really, like, friend. And I met him and his wife and their 2 kids.
When did we meet them before we came over here?
Yeah, a couple years ago.
So a couple years ago. And then I met her best friend like right away. Like I think within a couple of days of having her date, I met her best friend, Charlene, at the time.
Yeah, she lived with me.
She was there, so I met her, and she still lived there. So, do you have any traditions?
We have a lot of traditions.
We have a lot of weird traditions, but we started like holiday decorations. That's a tradition. We have a fake Christmas tree, so I guess that's a tradition. And what was your first road trip together?
First road trip together? That was from Denver to California.
Yeah, Denver to California. Yeah, we drove all the way to California, and that was like a 20-hour trip. So then we made a lot of other road trips along the way, but
yeah, a ton of other road trips.
Yeah, long ones. We were in Connecticut, Rhode Island, and now we're going through Massachusetts, and then we're going into Albany, New York. And we're right there. And then from there we'll keep going all the way to Chicago. Wow, we're like farthest East Coast like possible.
The furthest
east we both have ever been in Massachusetts. Westover, Massachusetts. You can take a picture, can't you snap it? Who said I love you first, and where were you at? I think I said I love you first. It was like within a couple weeks of knowing her, and I said that I love you, and I thought it was too fast at first, but she said it back, so I guess it was okay.
And then we got married. No.
When did you meet his family?
I met his family when we road tripped the first time to No, actually I met his mom before that.
Yeah, my mom came out to see us in Colorado, and she met my mother. And my father passed away in 2006, and we met in 2007. So.
He met my parents.
The same time, about the same time.
Yeah.
They came out to see her, so that was when we made each other's families. What do you argue about most? Most of the time, from my point of view, what we argue about is household stuff and stuff that we do or we don't do around the house, or how we do things, because there's particular ways we both like to do things over the other person.
And then we argue about who's better, Giants or the Dodgers.
Anyways. Do you get along with his or her exes? No.
No.
That's a definite no. I was cordial with her ex just because of the fact that he was so skinny and such a little guy that I didn't want to hurt him, so I was more cordial than anything. On the other hand, Sophia.
I have a restraining order against her, so that answers that question.
Wasn't so cordial. What's his job? What?
In the army. He's in the army and he's a military police officer.
Yeah, so I work on shift across
What's
the street.
my job?
Your job it was loss prevention, where you catch shoplifters. So just when you think you're not being watched, you probably are, and you probably will get caught, and you probably will be in handcuffs somewhere along the line, or you'll have to pay back the money that you stole.
What's my job now?
Your job now is keeping things running around here, pretty much, and
I'm the
making
general.
sure that I don't leave stuff around. Who do you think is responsible for John and Kate's breakup? I have no idea. I'm not even going to answer that question.
I'm going to say Kate.
Kate's mean.
She was very mean. Very, very mean. So I'm going to say it was her because he couldn't take it anymore.
He probably was going crazy and decided to leave. Yeah.
So anyway, that was our first questionnaire. Then there's going to be probably a part 2 and a part 3 eventually when we think of more questions. But we borrowed this off of other YouTube channels. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.